How Amish grow giant tomatoes without chemicals. 1. Selecting the right heirloom varieties. The Amish have a deep understanding of seed selection, which plays a crucial role in growing giant tomatoes naturally. Instead of relying on genetically modified or hybrid seeds, they prefer heirloom varieties that have been passed down through generations. These seeds are known for their superior taste, size, and resilience. Popular Amish-grown tomato varieties include Brandywine, Amish Paste, and Mortgage Lifter, all of which are known for their large size and rich flavor. By carefully selecting seeds from the healthiest and largest tomatoes each season, they ensure that future crops continue to yield exceptional produce. This process, known as seed saving, allows them to cultivate plants best suited to their local climate and soil conditions, improving overall plant health and productivity. 2. Preparing nutrient-rich soil. Soil quality is one of the most critical factors in growing large tomatoes without synthetic fertilizers. The Amish believe in working with nature to create rich, fertile soil that supports healthy plant growth. They use compost made from decomposed vegetable scraps, manure from farm animals, and organic matter such as leaves and straw. This natural fertilizer replenishes essential nutrients, including nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which promote vigorous plant growth. Amish farmers also practice crop rotation to prevent soil depletion, planting legumes like beans and peas in between tomato crops to naturally restore nitrogen levels. The use of cover crops, such as clover and rye, further enhances soil structure, prevents erosion, and increases microbial activity, ensuring long-term soil fertility. 3. Using deep planting techniques. One of the Amish secrets to growing large tomato plants is the deep planting method. Instead of planting tomatoes at the surface level, they bury the stems deep into the soil, leaving only the top leaves exposed. This technique encourages the development of additional roots along the buried stem, leading to a stronger, more extensive root system. A deep root system allows the plant to absorb more nutrients and water, resulting in healthier and more vigorous growth. Some Amish farmers also place a handful of crushed eggshells or fish heads at the bottom of the planting hole to provide an extra boost of calcium and phosphorus. These natural amendments prevent blossom end rot, a common issue in tomato plants caused by calcium deficiency, and promote robust fruit development. 4. Utilizing natural mulching methods. Mulching is another essential practice that helps the Amish grow giant tomatoes without relying on chemicals. They use organic materials such as straw, grass clippings, wood chips, and dried leaves to cover the soil around their plants. Mulching serves multiple purposes. It retains moisture, regulates soil temperature, suppresses weeds, and prevents soil erosion. A thick layer of mulch also helps reduce the spread of soil-borne diseases by preventing water from splashing onto the lower leaves of tomato plants. Additionally, as the mulch breaks down over time, it enriches the soil with valuable organic matter and nutrients, creating a continuous cycle of soil improvement that benefits both current and future crops. 5. Practicing companion planting for natural pest control. Rather than using chemical pesticides, the Amish rely on companion planting to deter pests and promote healthy tomato growth. They strategically plant certain herbs, flowers, and vegetables near their tomato plants to repel harmful insects and attract beneficial pollinators. Basil, for example, is commonly grown alongside tomatoes because its strong aroma deters pests like aphids and hornworms while enhancing the flavor of the tomatoes. Marigolds are another popular companion plant, as they release a natural chemical that repels nematodes and other soil-borne pests. Garlic, onions, and chives are also used to ward off insects. This method not only reduces the need for harmful chemicals, but also improves biodiversity in the garden, creating a more balanced and sustainable ecosystem. 6. Using rainwater and drip irrigation for optimal hydration. Watering techniques play a significant role in the growth of large, healthy tomatoes. Instead of relying on tap water, which may contain chlorine and other chemicals, the Amish collect and use rainwater for irrigation. Rainwater is naturally soft and free of contaminants, making it an ideal choice for watering plants. They also practice deep and infrequent watering, encouraging the plants to develop strong root systems that can access moisture deep within the soil. Many Amish farmers use drip irrigation or soaker hoses to deliver water directly to the base of the plants, reducing evaporation and minimizing the risk of fungal diseases caused by excess moisture on the leaves. This method ensures that tomato plants receive consistent hydration, leading to better fruit development and higher yields. 7. Hand pruning and staking for maximum growth. Pruning is another essential technique that the Amish use to encourage larger tomato growth. By carefully removing the lower leaves and suckers, the small shoots that grow between the main stem and branches, they direct the plant's energy toward producing larger, healthier fruit instead of unnecessary foliage. Proper pruning improves air circulation, reducing the risk of diseases such as blight and powdery mildew. The Amish also support their tomato plants using sturdy wooden stakes, trellises, or cages to keep the vines upright. This prevents the fruits from touching the ground, reducing the chances of rot and pest infestations. Staking also allows better sunlight exposure, which enhances the ripening process and contributes to larger, more flavorful tomatoes. 8. Encouraging pollination naturally. Pollination is crucial for successful tomato production, and the Amish take natural approaches to ensure their plants are well pollinated. Since tomatoes are self-pollinating, they rely on wind and insects to move pollen from one flower to another. Amish gardeners often plant flowers such as sunflowers, daisies, and wildflowers near their tomato patches to attract bees, butterflies, and other pollinators. Some even gently shake their tomato plants or use a small brush to transfer pollen between flowers, mimicking the action of natural pollinators. By fostering a pollinator-friendly environment, they enhance fruit set and overall yield without the use of artificial growth stimulants. 9. Preventing and managing diseases organically. Rather than using chemical fungicides and pesticides, the Amish employ organic methods to prevent and manage plant diseases. They rotate crops each year to disrupt the life cycle of soil-borne pathogens and avoid planting tomatoes in the same spot consecutively. They also make natural sprays using ingredients such as neem oil, garlic, and baking soda to control fungal infections and insect infestations. To further protect their plants, they practice good garden hygiene by removing dead leaves and debris, which can harbor pests and diseases. Additionally, spacing their tomato plants adequately ensures proper airflow, reducing humidity levels that can contribute to disease development. By maintaining a healthy, balanced ecosystem, the Amish are able to grow strong, disease-resistant tomato plants without relying on synthetic chemicals. 10. Harvesting and seed saving for future generations. The Amish approach tomato harvesting with great care to ensure the best possible flavor and texture. They pick tomatoes at the peak of ripeness when the fruits are fully colored but still firm. Instead of refrigerating them, they store tomatoes at room temperature to preserve their natural taste and texture. Many Amish farmers also save seeds from their largest and healthiest tomatoes to plant in the following season. This practice allows them to continuously improve their tomato varieties and adapt their plants to local growing conditions. By following these traditional methods year after year, they maintain a sustainable, chemical-free approach to growing giant tomatoes, ensuring a bountiful harvest for generations to come.